mean, what more can you really ask for? I said that I did think it was going to be a better fight. I said that I thought, what's his name, Lima was going to knock Boots down, and Boots was going to get up and beat the shit out of him. Boots just cut to the chase, that's all.
Forget the intro. That's the energy we need, Boots. Yeah, I seen that damn interview, man. Oh, yeah. That's the energy we need, man. Damn, I've been waiting on that, man. You let those nuts hang last night.
I was thinking before the fight, like stylistically, that he will knock him out because Lima is good fighter, you know, but his chin is open in there. I'm more defensive, you know, going inside, and my head is a little bit down, so it's not so easy to knock the guy out. But Lima
Boots Ennis he's the real package. He's the full package. I've been saying this for a long time. It's no secret, and a lot of people see it, and they had their ups and downs about how they feel about him. But he's the full package. He can fight inside, outside. He can punch. He's got good hand speed. He's technically solid. His father does a good job. He's mentally right. He's got the amateur pedigree. He's the full package. But
Teddy Atlas's words hit harder now. After Boots Ennis finished Wisma Lima with a brutal first-round knockout yesterday, Atlas's claim that Ennis is the full package doesn't sound like hype. It sounds like prophecy. Less than 2 minutes, 2 savage knockdowns, and the night was over. Speed, power, and cold technique all in one fighter. The kind of performance that makes the whole division hold its breath. Even boxing royalty couldn't stay quiet after that finish. Oscar De La Hoya practically demanded the next big showdown. He stated, please bring on Bodas after that amazing performance. The energy after that knockout was electric. Fans were buzzing, and now one of boxing's biggest names had spoken, turning the hype into real pressure. Promoters are suddenly on the spot, forced to think about what's next for Ennis. A fight like that could change everything. It could either crown a superstar or test his limits in ways we haven't seen yet. The buzz isn't just about another win anymore. It's about what comes after. The boxing world feels it. Something big is coming, and everyone's waiting for the next bell. And then came the words from the man who knows Boots better than anyone, his father and trainer, Bozzy Ennis. He explained exactly what went down in the corner that night and what message his son wanted to send.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go at least 2 or 3 rounds. You think he'd be more competitive at all? He kind of just back like nothing. No, because I told Boots not to go out there and play around. Go out there.
You could feel the pride in his voice, but also the calm confidence of a man who's been here before. This wasn't luck or surprise. It was a preparation meeting opportunity. Every move, every punch was part of a plan they'd built for years. Bozzy didn't just see a win, he saw a statement that echoed through the entire division. It was a warning to anyone watching. His son isn't here to participate, he's here to dominate. And now, after that kind of destruction, the world finally understands what the Ennis family has been saying all along. Tim Bradley jumped in next, fired up, and fired with a fan's fierce energy. He wanted to see Boots bring that same heat every time. His reaction turned the crowd's roar into a clear demand for action.
Forget the intro. That's the energy we need, Boots. Yeah, I seen that damn interview, man. Oh yeah, that's the energy we need, man. Damn, I've been waiting on that, man. You let those nuts hang last night. Woo-wee! You let them hang last night, man. Damn, I know your fans is at home. They cheering right now, boy. Woo, they went to church this morning, hit the Holy Ghost dance this morning after your performance last night, man, and after what you said. You want all of them. Now, hey, these promoters now, oh yeah, these fighters and these promoters, boy, yeah. All that stuff you said, now you gotta bag it up. Yeah, Ortiz, I don't want to hear nothing about not fighting no damn freaking Boots. I don't want to hear nothing about that. Win, lose, or draw against Lubin, damn it, you need to fight Boots. Yeah, y'all supposed to do it at 47. Oh yeah, now you at 54. Hey, we want to see it. We want to see it, win, lose, or draw. Hey, Lubin can get that work too. Yeah, Lubin can get it too. He know what time it is. Lubin already know. He probably already in his spar Boots before. He know what that man bringing to the ring.
The vibe after his take was electric. People weren't just impressed, they were hungry. Promoters and fighters heard it like a challenge. Calls for real matchups started to ripple across social feeds. That kind of pressure can force big moves fast. If the hype keeps building, the next opponent won't be able to hide. This moment made the fight feel less like a one-off and more like the start of a chase. The spotlight is now on Boots every time he steps through the ropes. Expect contenders to show up ready or be shaken out quickly. Then Bradley praised the raw talent on display, pointing out something few can fake: natural skill under pressure. His words made fans reevaluate where Ennis sits on the global map.
Man, that talent, I'm telling you, man, one of the most talented young fighters on planet Earth. Yeah, The thing is, Shakur has it under control. Boots is starting to get it under control, you know? What did I see in the fight? Oh, yeah, he fought a jabroni. Yeah, the dude was scared as hell. I saw it in his eyes when he was looking at him, and, you know, when the referee was giving the little last-minute instructions, man. I'm like, man, this dude finna get in here and get knocked out. He looked spooked. His eyes was big as hell. He was like, damn. Oh, my God, this might be a little bit too much for me, man. Man, look. It's the way you do it. It's the way you go about your damn business. You know, it's a million ways to skin a damn cat. But it's how you do it, man. Some does it better than others. But damn, it was perfection last night from Boots, man. Those little seconds and minutes that I saw, the positioning, man, the patience, man, the eyes, man, the IQ, how he was taking advantage of Lima's mistakes, man, you know, and still was being so technically sound.
After that endorsement, conversation shifted from wow to watch out. Analysts began sketching possible matchups. Trainers are already reworking game plans. Every corner in the division is suddenly sizing Boots up differently. Viewers felt the stakes rise. Not just another knockout, but a marker of elite potential. The sport felt smaller and more dangerous in the best way. Exciting and unpredictable. Those scouting reports will follow him everywhere now. Expect top teams to study tape and prepare answers. Bradley's next take focused on discipline and what the top fights will demand. A reminder that talent alone isn't enough. He painted a picture of tougher tests ahead and the kind of work Boots will need to stay at the top.
I'm looking for technical ability from Boots, man. I'm looking for discipline from his ass. That's what I need to see from him, man, because he gonna be fighting some killers in his division, man, that can crack right along with him, right? And sometimes fights can end up being who can take whose punch better, right? You know what I'm saying? But as far as skill for skill, man, you can look at the whole landscape of the damn division. Man, Boots got an Uzi. Boots got an AK-47. He got missiles. That boy even got a damn nuke. He got every weapon there is, man. He got barriers, yeah, underground. You know what I'm saying? He got caves and stuff he can go into. You know what I'm saying? Tuck up in the high guard, use his head movement and get the hell out of the way. The man got good feet. He can punch coming forward. He can punch going backwards. He can catch and shoot on the inside, man. Yeah, he can slip counter. There's nothing that he can't do. Now, look, hey, his physical game on the inside, that can probably get a little bit better. Yeah, just them physical controls, man. You know what I'm saying?
That warning landed like a cold splash of reality. Fans cheered, but insiders nodded. The path to the summit is full of killers who don't care about highlight reels. Conditioning, patience, and mental toughness suddenly became trending topics. Every upcoming opponent will study those small gaps. If Boots tightens those areas, he becomes nearly untouchable. If not, the division will find him sooner or later. The next camps will be measured in hard runs and sparring wars. This isn't hype anymore. It's a blueprint to survive and thrive. Bradley then zeroed in on the inside game, the gritty, physical parts of boxing that win wars, not just rounds. He suggested fine-tuning those moves to turn dominance into long-term control.
Start framing motherfuckers up in the framing MFers. Start framing them up on the inside. Yeah, just roughhousing them, you know what I'm saying? Pulling their head down, right? Grabbing one arm, tucking it underneath, right? And hitting them with the opposite arm. Just a little bit more physicality on the inside, man. He get that down, ooh, it's gonna be hard to beat him. Yeah, right now, I'm declaring right now, Boots gonna be undisputed at 154 pounds. Undisputed, man. Ain't nobody gonna touch him. Man, you see him get touched last night on that chinny chin. He got smacked. Bam! Did you see how I react though? That's the difference. Some people, they get hit, and then they like, ooh, oh my, let me get out the way. He was like, oh, that's all you got? That's all, now take mine. Boom, come back with his big bang, right? Then the follow-up combination was clean. They wasn't reckless and stuff, all under control. See, that's what I'm talking about, Boots. Yeah, hey, you fought this jabroni, you did what you were supposed to do. Now, you take this type of performance.
That shift to craft and brutality changed the tone in locker rooms. Coaches started mapping clinch work and body control drills. Fans who loved the highlight KO began craving a fuller, ironclad fighter. Discussions jumped from flashes of brilliance to durability and game plans. The message was clear: versatility wins titles. If Boots masters the rough stuff, he won't just stop fighters, he'll outlast them. The game just got deeper. Trainers will push him into tougher sparring and new drills. The kind of growth he shows now will define his legacy. Bradley made it crystal clear: this performance means hunting time. Go after the real names, the top dogs, and stop hiding. He pushed for big fights that would prove whether Boots is a moment or a movement.
Take this type of performance, and you go fight them Vergil Ortiz's, Bacarams of the world, and Xander Zayases of the world, man. Now it's hunting season. That's what it needs to be. You was talking big talk after the fight. Hey man, look, I believe you. I believe you. You want those big fights, man. I love that energy, man. But you better tell Eddie Hearn, give me them damn fights. Hey, the money's there. You already know. Turkey Al-Sheikh, he waiting on your ass. Turkey Al-Sheikh already said, man, hey, all he want to fight is jabronis. That's it. I'm putting on real fights over here. If you ain't willing to step up and fight the real over here, then boy, stay over there with that Eddie Hearns, my guy. But now, damn it, you said it. Now live up to it. Yeah, you let them nuts hang last night. Let's go. It's time to turn it up, my boy. It's time to turn it up. Yeah, we need you. Oh, boxing needs you, Boots.
That call turned speculation into a roadmap. Matchmakers, networks, and rival camps all heard the gauntlet thrown. Big money and bigger risks followed the mention of elite names. Fans imagined headline nights and explosive pay-per-views. Every handshake and contract talk suddenly mattered more. If those fights happened, boxing could shift around one comeback kid turned menace. The division held its breath, and the chase was officially on. Now it's about who signs and when. The next deals could change everything. The clock is ticking on the next big chapter. Teddy Atlas stepped up and put the whole performance into perspective. He talked about the matchup, the size difference, and why this result mattered beyond just one night. His take made you realize the team that picked Lima knew what they were doing, but Ennis still had the tools to finish the job.
And look, I'm not saying the guy was this, which if you're only listening, you're not watching, I'm putting my hand low. I'm not saying he's low level instead of real high level. I'm just saying that they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing when they picked this opponent. In a way, you still have to execute. You still have to have the goods. And Ennis has the goods. They have confidence in him. That's what showed. He was a big guy. He's moving up. Ennis was moving up to 154 the first time to go into those waters, and he was fighting a guy who's naturally bigger, been up to middleweight, been at junior middleweight for his whole career, so he's fighting a bigger guy, a strong guy. But they saw what I saw. Yeah, the guy was a game guy who's only got one loss.
Atlas's voice pulled the focus to the chess behind the fight. He reminded everyone that stylistic matchups and size can change a fight, but so can execution. Even against a bigger, seasoned opponent, Ennis showed the poise and skill that win big nights. That contrast, an opponent plan versus Ennis's execution, is what made this knockout so damning. It wasn't luck, it was preparation, meeting elite timing. Promoters and matchmakers should have taken notes. The fallout from that choice will shape who gets offered to Boots next. Then Atlas replayed the old tape and explained why a previous loss didn't mean Lima was untouchable. It only told part of the story. He walked viewers through what really mattered when comparing past fights to last night's performance.
When I watched that tape of his loss, he lost to an undefeated fighter. The first thing I marked down, because I write everything down, I said, yes, he lost a competitive fight here, but the opponent, the undefeated opponent, is nowhere near the level of Ennis. He's nowhere near that level. So that's a little star to me. Teddy, don't forget that. You know, he lost a competitive fight, but don't get crazy. He lost a competitive fight to an undefeated fighter, but he ain't Ennis. And then I saw what made me, what made me pick it. He gets hit, especially on the inside and close, but he gets hit. He stood up, he showed a lot of heart in that fight, but again, it was in a fight with a guy who was not Ennis.
Atlas forced a closer look at context, not just records. He argued that the quality of opposition and how a fighter handled pressure mattered more than a lone loss on paper. That careful reading of the film turned what some called a risky matchup into a test Ennis was ready for. By pointing out those differences, Atlas made the knockout feel inevitable, not accidental. His breakdown shifted the narrative from surprise to inevitability. Now, analysts will watch tape with a different eye when matching Ennis next time. Finally, Atlas zeroed in on the small telling details, the punches, the pattern, and why Ennis finished where others might have stalled. He explained how a single technical choice can turn a close exchange into a sudden ending.
And one other thing. Yeah, he got hit, and he got hit with uppercuts. So I made a mark to myself. I said, you can't miss this guy with an uppercut. Now, the other guy hit him with an uppercut too, the fight that I watched. But he didn't follow up. He didn't put them together. Elite fighters, I'll say it again, elite fighters put them together. They finished the job. And then I said, wait a minute. Ennis puts them together. Ennis will therefore finish the job. He will hit him with the uppercut just like this fighter did, but then he will put them together. He will not allow him, with all the heart he has and a decent chin, he will not allow him to survive. The speed, the level of Ennis will now take over and dominate. Sure enough, bang, bang. That's exactly what happened. I didn't know it was gonna happen that fast. To be honest, I'd be a liar if I told you, yeah, I knew it was gonna happen in the first round. I thought it would take a couple rounds, but it doesn't matter. What mattered was my reasoning, what I saw, why I made the pick. And that's how I make my picks. You gotta know, hopefully you know your vocation, you know your trade. You know what the hell you're dealing with. And
that technical breakdown made the finish feel surgical. Atlas highlighted the way elite fighters change shots and don't let openings breathe. He showed how Ennis turned moments into momentum and momentum into a stoppage. The explanation took the thrill out of randomness and put it into craft, the kind taught in gyms and sharpened in sparring. After hearing him, you can't just chalk the KO up to power. You see a method behind the madness. For fighters dreaming of touching Ennis, that lesson will haunt their training camps. Stephen Fulton chimed in with a cool, measured take, the kind that comes from someone who's been in big fights and knows how fast things can flip. His words cut through the roar and reminded everyone that sometimes the script surprises even the pros. He stated, I don't know if it would have been that easy, but it was easy. The quiet assessment after that quote settled the buzz into something sharper. Experts nodded because Fulton wasn't hyping, he was sizing things up. His view made people rethink how tough the night really was for Lima. Trainers started replaying the key moments with new focus. That one simple line turned celebration into study time. It made the finish feel both inevitable and earned. Now every team wants to know what they missed and how to stop it. Fulton further continued and brought a fan's heartbeat into the talk. He pointed out how the crowd craves monsters and drama just as much as skills. He reminded viewers that a lightning-fast finish thrills some and frustrates others, and that balance shapes legacy.
Yeah, but only thing is, the fans is gonna be mad because they want this shit like the Mike Tyson era. When Mike used to fight and he put him out like 50 seconds, motherfuckers used to get mad, so Boots had to start carrying him a little bit.
That observation pushed the conversation from pure analysis back into emotion. Promoters smelled the tension. Short fights sell highlights, but long wars build legends. Social feeds lit up with takes. Some wanted more violence, others wanted more tests. The debate now isn't just who's best, but how we remember them. Will Ennis be the highlight reel hero or the measured champion? That split keeps people arguing and buying tickets. The noise only raises the stakes for what's next. Contextual spoke up with the calm of someone who's been in the ring and felt the power firsthand. He gave a thoughtful nod to the performance and what it shows about Ennis's craft.
I was thinking before the fight, like stylistically, that he will knock him out because Lima is good fighter, but his chin is open in there. I'm more defensive, going inside, and my head is a little bit down, so it's not so easy to knock the guy out. But Lima, it was like, damn. I said, like, yeah, damn, for sure. Good performance, and it's good. I'm happy for him. He works hard, and he's great talent.
His reaction turned the post-fight buzz into a thoughtful checklist for fighters and trainers. He praised the work and preparation behind the finish, while reminding everyone how small technical edges become huge in a flash. Coaches will watch his words and tape side by side to see exactly where the advantage came from. That kind of peer respect speaks louder than hype. It signals legitimacy in the locker room and the gym. Now contenders will ask themselves if they have the tools to handle that mix of speed and power. The takeaway was clear. This wasn't just brute force. It was execution, timing, and hard-earned skill. If Ennis keeps stacking nights like this, the division's challengers will have to bring more than talk to survive. Richardson Hitchens cut straight to the point with a short, sharp verdict. His words landed like a final bell, urging everyone to pay attention now. He stated, "He looks more healthy, more dangerous. That was a great performance." Hitchens' reaction added a fresh layer to the chorus of praise. It wasn't long-winded. It was the kind of quick, clear verdict fighters listen to. His voice carried the weight of someone who's felt real pressure in big moments. Suddenly, the bout felt less like a surprise and more like proof of a new threat. Trainers and matchmakers will hear that and start recalculating plans. For fans, it turned excitement into expectation, and this performance changed the conversation. The next chapter is set. Contenders must step up and meet the challenge. Greg Hackett's words carried both surprise and admiration, a mix of honesty and respect only someone close to the sport can express.
I mean, what more can you really ask for? I said that I did think it was going to be a better fight. I said that I thought, what's his name, Lima was going to knock Boots down, and Boots was going to get up and beat the shit out of him. Boots just cut to the chase, that's all.
Hackett's reaction painted the picture perfectly. He expected a battle, not a blitz. But Boots didn't wait for drama. He ended it before it could even start. It was a reminder of how unpredictable greatness can be when confidence meets precision. The air in the arena changed that night. One punch turned expectation into silence. Trainers, fighters, and fans all felt it. Hackett's tone wasn't just about the win, it was about how brutally efficient it was. Sometimes the best statement is the shortest, and Ennis delivered his in less than a round. Greg Hackett revealed his mindset before the fight: cautious, focused, and aware that boxing punishes anyone who gets too comfortable.
No, I just wanted, I was trying to put sauce on it. I was trying to put sprinkles on ice cream. I was trying to put the cherry on top. You know what I'm saying? The reason being, I didn't like how people was talking about the fight. I didn't like how people was trying to just say, like, the guy wasn't shit. He turned out to be a victim. Okay, cool. But I don't like to disrespect people. And you know what had me in that bag? The Tellez fight in Abbas.
Facts.
That had me in that bag, I ain't gonna lie. Cause I'm like, that's what happened when you sleep on motherfuckers. You cannot do that. I don't care how good you are, I don't care how confident you are. You cannot do that. So that had me like a little like, man, we gotta make sure we lock in. But it's so ironic, it's so crazy that Boots say, his pop say to him, don't play with him. That means everybody in the same mindset. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you think about it, everybody's like, yo, don't play with him. Like, fuck him up, man. Like, don't even try to play around with him because shit be happening. So, and I'm not saying me and Bo was connected. We was talking about it. It wasn't none of that. That was the vibe, bro. I just felt like some nut shit would happen. I didn't think Boots would lose to him. No. But I'm like, this feel like one of them times. Like some nut shit had happened. You know what I'm saying? And Boots just cut to the chase, but on some smooth shit.
He wasn't hyping things up for attention. He was protecting the purity of the sport. His words showed the tension every coach feels before a big night. One mistake, one lazy round can flip the story completely. Hackett knew it, and so did Vergil Ennis. That shared energy don't play around was exactly what fueled Boots' ruthless first-round finish. Hackett's reflection captured that unseen layer of boxing, the mental fight that happens before the bell rings. Every instinct told him to stay sharp, and that instinct proved dead right. Greg Hackett broke it down like a master technician, calmly explaining what most people only saw as chaos.
Doing some smooth shit. It was real smooth. He fell in with the left hand, caught the angle. Lima just looked at him when he missed. Lima stopped and looked at him. Boots came back up with the right uppercut and it buzzed him. Once he was buzzed, there wasn't no coming back.
His insight gave fans a deeper look into how precise Boots' attack really was. It wasn't wild power, it was cold calculation. Every feint, every shift of the angle was part of the setup. Hackett's breakdown reminded everyone that Ennis isn't just strong, he's sharp. That sequence showed a fighter in complete control, dissecting an opponent in seconds. The finish wasn't lucky, it was inevitable, and Hackett's words made that clear. When Boots moves like that, there's simply no way back for the man in front of him. This night changed the map. Boots Ennis didn't just win, he made a statement so loud it'll echo through match rooms and scoreboards. After a brutal, perfectly timed first round finish, everyone from coaches to casual fans has to rethink the pecking order. If he keeps this mix of speed, power, and ring IQ, the division won't just notice, it will chase him. What do you think? Was this a one-night explosion or the start of a real takeover? Could Ennis handle the top names when the fights get dirty and long? Who should he face next to prove he's more than a highlight? And who should avoid him at all costs? Would a big money showdown make him a true star or just another viral moment? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear your picks and hot takes. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tune in for more breakdowns, reactions, and highlights just like this.